Hello, fifth graders. Today we are going to look over, for your homework tonight, we're going to review over some of the terms that we have discussed so far, and then I'm going to go over some stem and leaf plot information for our touching-based quiz tomorrow, just to make sure you have all that information. There will be a couple homework questions that I expect that you answer those, and you just do that on a scratch piece of paper, and then you send me the answers. If you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure if I got the question right, you can hold onto your scratch piece of paper, and then I can look at it tomorrow and help you understand if you got a question wrong. So first off, we are going to talk about the mean, and the mean is the average. They really go back and forth together. They mean the same thing. No pun intended, they mean the same thing. But this helps us, when we find the mean, we find the average of a set of data. We add them up all together, and in class we add up the numbers, that's a sign for the numbers there, and we divide by the total number of data points. Okay. We have the median, which is the middle value. And it's the middle value because it truly is the center value. Now if you have, say, 4 numbers in a data set, 2, 4, 6, and 8, and you cross off the ends, you're left with 4 and 6. Now to find the median, you would take the average of the two numbers that remain. So the average of 4 and 5 added together, 4 plus 6 is 10, divided by 2 is 5. Now if you had 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, you just cross off the ends until you're left with 1 in the center. So your median would be 6. Now we have the maximum, which is the largest number, and the minimum, which is the lowest number. The range isn't just max minus min, it's the difference between the max and the min. And the reason why I'm kind of picky on this is just because it's not, a max minus a min, it's the difference between those two values. The difference of the max and the min. Max minus min is the procedure, but this is the concept. Now today we talked about a stem and leaf plot, how we read that. Now if I had data points that were 10, 12, 23, 41, this would represent my tens, the stem, and my leaf would represent the units, or the single digits. So 10 would be represented by, okay, so we have 10 right here, the 1, which represents the tens column. And we would have, let's see if I use it right, there we go, 0, so this would represent 10. Now I could put a comma afterwards, and I could also put a 2, because that represents 12. The 1 being the tens digit, and the 2 being the units digit. 23 would be 2 and 3, and 41 would be 4 and 1. Now, sometimes students say, well, you did something wrong because you have a 3 right here and you don't have any other digit. Well, actually, that's okay because that shows that there is no data. That helps validate and show validity that there is no digit that goes along with the 3 and the tens. Now we're going to actually apply this information to a problem, which will be your homework for tonight. Here you will see 14 different data points that I pulled 14 different people, asking them what are the number of pages that you've read in the past 24 hours. And all this information, and remember we talked about guided practice and how I would do it first and we'd do it together and then you try it on your own. We're kind of in the middle of us trying it together and you trying it on your own. Here we see that this is the tens column, so this is 0 and 2. So this person read 2 minutes. This person read 0 and 4 minutes. 0 and 5 minutes. And this is very similar to, actually almost the same to what we talked about in class today. Now, using this information, you will need to figure out what the mean, or the average, the mode, the most common number that shows up, the minimum, the smallest number, the maximum, which is the largest number, the range, the difference between the maximum and the minimum, and what the median are. If you send me an email, you can send the email to kwayner@kcsa.org, and I will be able to respond with your score. So once you send it to me, I'll give a response to you on how many you got correct of the 6, and you'll be able to get some feedback that way. We'll talk about this problem tomorrow in class based on how well we do tonight on the homework. If you have any questions, you can shoot me an email or give me a call. Thanks.